What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got a split review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new split from the bands Nails and Full of Hell. This is released on Closed Casket Activities. Yeah. I can't really say that I'm surprised that both of these bands were going to work together to create a split, considering that earlier in the year both of these bands toured together across North America, and yeah, both of these bands are very fascinating and polarizing in their own respective rights, bringing out their own distinctive qualities when it comes to hardcore, power violence, and extreme music. Yeah, let's talk about Nails' side of the split first. Yeah, to refresh your memory about Nails, they are based out of California, and 2016 has been quite somewhat of a roller coaster year for this band, I would say. Playing shows, putting out an album with You Will Never Be One of Us. Yeah, this is the album that really catapulted them, I would say, into more ear holes, I would say. This band's come a long way from what they've put out in the past with albums like On Silent Death and Abandon All Life. This band really put out a record that seemed to be a little bit more accessible and appealing to not only fans of their older sound, but to fans of metal in particular. And they have only one song on this side of the split entitled No Longer Under Your Control, which is about a minute and a half long. I should mention that this split is a very blink and you'll miss it sort of split, because every song on here is very short. It's only 4.5 minutes long. But treasure whatever time you have or are able to spend with it, because it's very interesting stuff. But going back to the track No Longer Under Your Control, there's really nothing too much to say about it other than the fact that it sounds like a Nails song. Very aggressively toned guitar and bass work, very rough and hoarse vocal work, very powerful and aggressive too. The drumming on here goes by very quickly, very solidly. Pretty much it feels like something you would have heard on You Will Never Be One of Us. But I really think this is it's a very solid song, but in a way I kind of wish more would have been heard from Nails other than just one particular song. Would have liked maybe one or two more tracks to have been added to the Nails side of things. But it's a Nails track. Nails track is true as blue as it can get. Very solid riffs, good vocals, good drumming. It's a good track. But we move forward now to the Full of Hell side. If you guys have been subscribed to me for the longest time, you pretty much know my feelings about Full of Hell already, so I won't really get into too much details. They are based out of both Maryland and Pennsylvania, and they are one of my all-time favorite bands going today right now, not just in hardcore or punk or metal, but just in general. Great band, great human beings, just a very solid and worthwhile discography. They have been really toying with their sound and experimentations over the years, not only with their first couple of full-length albums, but with their collaborations with Merzbow and The Body, most recently this year with The Body. And of course, I go back to the 7-inch that they put out last year with Amber Mode and the Black Vault. That EP was just a taste of what this band was currently working on, what they were going to potentially be sounding like. And with the two songs that are on this side of the split, Thy Radiant Garrote Exposed and Bez Belu, this pretty much picks up right where that sound left off. But there seems to be more of an emphasis on heaviness and aggression. I mean, the thing that really is distinctive about the first track of the Full of Hell side of the split, Thy Radiant Garrote Exposed, is just how swift and diligent the drum work is, the fast blast beats, the really aggressive riff work that really has that death metal tinge and element going for it. I know how much death metal is influenced for a band like this, and you can definitely hear it on that song. The bass work is very good too. It has that almost rattling sort of effect. Dylan's vocals sound really awesome here. I love how multifaceted his vocals are getting nowadays, where it's a little bit of low tinge sort of growls to his patented high-pitched screams. Everything is there and everything plays out perfectly on that song. And as far as Bez Belu is concerned, his vocal work decides to change up just a little bit, where it's more along the lines of shouted sort of vocal stylings. I love his vocals on that song, and as far as the music is concerned, pretty much similar story to the previous track. Lots of death metal influenced riffs, fast drumming, rattling bass. It's just a really, really solid and tight package, and I really hope that they continue forward with this type of sound and experimentation, because you never know what's going to happen with a band like Full of Hell. They could really play a sound that nobody is expecting, or they could play something that people are familiar with. They're that crazy, and I love those guys for it. So this is a very intriguing split. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I like Full of Hell's side more, but I think Nails deliver a song that's pretty solid and formidable, but I think Full of Hell really take the cake here with this split. Really incredible stuff. If you're a fan of both of these respective bands, you're going to find something to enjoy with this split in particular. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you a link in the description box as how you can get a hold of this split and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Closed Casket Activities Bandcamp page where you can stream this in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it by digitally, and it will be available as a 7-inch vinyl. I believe that is currently available as a clear 7-inch vinyl. I've seen pictures of the actual sleeve. There's spot gloss on it. It looks very high quality. I already pre-ordered it myself, and I believe the bands will have respective band exclusive copies for whenever you happen to see them play live. I know Full of Hell will be touring with Entombed AD next year, so there was a good possibility there will be versions of that 7-inch available in their merch table, so keep an eye out for that. So again, this is the split between Nails and Full of Hell. This is released on Closed Casket Activities. Go check this out. If you've happened to have heard this split, definitely let me know what you think about it, how you feel about it, and which side you prefer most. Are any of you guys into Nails or Full of Hell? Definitely let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Army Hell out.